Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're out here in Irvine. This is Irvine's Muni, Rancho San Joaquin. It's not the greatest conditions, but hey, it's golf. Subscribe down below, like the video, and let's head right out to number one. Here we go.
It's a tournament vlog today. We're out with my men's club playing out here at Rancho San Joaquin. We were here during the winter time in SoCal here in 2023, and boy, did we get a lot of water. All those lakes, those aren't lakes. That's a flooded golf course generally. Very slow conditions today, but the greens were in decent shape. This par 5 starts off a little dog leg to the left, and I took it down the left-hand side, kind of cutting the corner a little bit, I guess you could say. Just over 200 yards into the green. Gonna flush a 6-iron here, trying to get it up towards that front hole location, and I left myself short-sighted on this fluffy grass. Whether you're in the fairway or the rough, it's pretty much all the same length, as the mowers really couldn't get out on the main part of the golf course, but thankfully they could cut the greens and give us a look at some pure putts. A comfy tap-in par to start the day, and we can head down to number 2, a simple par 3 right behind the driving range, a 9-iron for me to this middle hole location.
Distance be right. Yep.
Just underneath the hole, about 20 feet, and a very makeable birdie putt off the bottom lip of the cup. Another comfy tap-in par. We head down to number 3, the first of a couple short par 4s that play hard against this back barrier of the golf course. Right is dead, so it's a layup all day long. Just a 5-iron off the tee here. We're playing 4 position. It is way too tight of a fairway down there to do anything otherwise. From a very thick lie in the middle of the fairway, we were playing preferred lies. You could clean the mud off your ball today, put the ball back down, and give it a whack if you were in the fairway. Just short of the green. Nothing was going to bound up towards the hole, especially not a great chip shot. Not even up enough for the bogey putt, and we're down for 5. Another of those short par 4s I was talking about. This one is a little bit more gettable. Playing blind over the crest. Aim over that right-hand bunker and take it over into the fat part of the fairway. Just about 100 yards will be left to this severely tilted green. A smooth 5-wood for me here, right over that bunker and right down Main Street. On the middle of the fairway here, another thick lie. A wedge.
Be right. Spin down to the flag. Come on. The one I try to spin and it plugs. Fun.
Tried to land it long of this front hole location and bring it back, but just too soft of the greens. You saw the greens were rolling. That ball really headed on down the hill, but it able to get a nice hit on it back up the hill for the bar putt, and we can head down to the toughest hole here on the front 9. A par 5, heading down the hill and blind over that bunker. You're not going to see this fairway until you get down there. Now, these lakes are actually lakes. That's not a flooded fairway down there. So a gorgeous approach into this par 5. Total risk reward here. If you've got a great lie, go for it.
Perfect.
Now, I thought this drive was just perfect. But again, the soft conditions did not favor me.
Oh my goodness, that sounded weird, didn't it?
Right on the downhill slope here, and I hooked this thing so far left.
So strange.
I was over in the fairway, the green side bunker for the 7th hole. About 80 yards over to our green. I tried to chip a pitching wedge and nearly pulled it off. Just short of the green now. I'm in a very awkward, muddy lie here, and was able to get a nice lob wedge pitch up just past the hole for a makeable 25-footer, but it didn't go down. A tough bogey on a par 5. That's not what I like to see. And we head down to the toughest par 4 here on the back 9. This one is brutal. off the tee, 260 yards to that water, and well, there's plenty of room to bail out to the right, but you're not going to have a great angle into this hole. Therefore, for me, a simple 4-iron off the tee here. Just punch it on down there about 225 to 230 yards. Into the green now, about 170 yards, which is a full and flush 8-iron, all the way back to that back hole location.
Back of the green, we're putting.
A long one from the front of the green. This one really had to get going.
Yeah, good think back to the right.
Almost trickled into the hole for that long birdie putt. Another par. And this 7th hole is a great one as well. Doglegging to the right. This one, you can really send it up there as far as you want, as long as you have a good number into the hole. And it was all about that front hole location.
Oh, Brett. Oh, let's add 45 yards to the hole.
The double cross. Aim left and hit it left is never what you want to see unless there's room out there to chase it down and hit it again. Thankfully, it was a shorter hole, a simple sand wedge just short of the green, a pitch up to about 4 feet, and a clean-up par really erases any bad shots there on the hole. Now, these par 3s here, the 8th and the one parallel to it on the back 9 are awesome. They head up the hill. That water hazard's really not in play. It's a blind shot up that hill with an 8-iron here for me. Missing right of this hole location was not ideal. It was so tricky to get the ball down to this hole location. Look at how slippery this putt is down the hill.
For what it's worth it, I made it. Bogey.
A tough 3rd bogey here on the front side. I was not pleased with that up and down. A long par 4 here, longer than we've seen most of the day. It's driver off the tee all the way back into this green. You know, here at Rancho San Joaquin, the greens are subtly very, very tricky. A beautiful tee shot right towards Mount Baldy there in the distance, covered in snow. If there's that much snow up there, you can tell why the grounds are sopping wet underneath us. A pitching wedge here into this back left hole location, and I pushed it just a little bit out to the right. A simple up and down, so I thought, but this ball rolled out to about 12 feet past the hole here for par.
Thank you. Hey, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Later.